nothing under here. You know? They can't see it. It's not here.
That's right, man. It's at the black hole.
So,
okay.
Hey, Wildcats, happy Thursday.
That's right.
Last day of August.
Oh my goodness, it
is.
is.
Yep.
Oh.
End of August. Tomorrow is September.
That's right. So our lunch choices today, number 1 is your cheese quesadilla. Number 2 is a crispy chicken sandwich. Number 3 is an Italian sub. And then you have crinkle cut fries and the salad bar.
Good choices today.
Yeah, I like them.
Please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, you can be seated. So,
Special announcements
that's
today.
right.
It is National Eat Outside Day.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
And, you know, good day to do it.
Yeah.
We've had pretty nice weather. Hopefully it's cooling off a little bit. We'll see.
I know.
There was some rain in the forecast, so hopefully it
stays that way.
Stays
right?
nice.
Yeah, stays nice for us. And then, of course, we have a 2-hour late start tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that's right. Our first one. I keep saying it every day, but then I forget about it.
So instead of coming in at 8 o'clock or by 8:15, you have that window. It'll be 10 o'clock or 10:15 is when you want to be in school.
You want to be here by 10:15.
By 10:15. The doors will open at 10. So if you get here early.
All right. And then, of course, we've been saying it, Monday and Tuesday, no school for you guys, right? Yep. It's Labor Day, so go and enjoy some, family fun. Maybe take a little trip or something, just enjoy the weather.
And tomorrow is the day we've been waiting for. It's also fun because it's kind of our first Spirit Day of the year.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a bunch of them. So it is College Colors Day tomorrow. So wear your favorite college team's gear. Maybe, we don't want like full-on football helmet and pads, but a hat, maybe like something small.
Right.
You have shirts and just...
Yeah, be really nice. If you don't have something, but you like a college and maybe you just have like the red to go with it. Maybe wear red to go with it, right?
Like maroon, orange, you have a whole bunch of...
Yeah, you can see the background, right? All of our different schools. Okay? So looking forward to that tomorrow. All right, so
another update from Student Council. I think today or tomorrow is your last day, so you better be working on them today.
Hey, Wildcats. Tomorrow
is
the
last
day
to
sign
up
for
Student
Council.
Okay, so it is Thinker Thursday.
That's right. And so with Thinker Thursday, we like to touch on all things IB.
Yeah,
right?
So if you don't know, we are an IB school, and that stands for a big word, International Baccalaureate.
Right. So basically what that means is just we want you guys to be global thinkers. We don't want you to be stuck in our own little world right here in Colorado Springs, right?
Or just your classroom or your family.
Yeah.
Trying to take other people's perspectives, trying to think about how someone on the other side of the world would think about something. Just connecting our learning to the world.
That's right. And so every week, well, not every week, I guess once a month. How's that?
Yeah, every
once
other
a month. Okay.
Because we'll kind of change it up. There's a few things we do with IB.
So one of the things we do is we talk about learner profiles, right? And so you might see them up in your teachers' classrooms. They're like open-minded, risk-taker, inquirer,
caring, knowledgeable.
Yeah. So
all in the library. If you look up in the library, they're around that kind of skylight area.
Yeah.
So
like the dome, right? So for August, right, we wanted to touch on open-minded, what it means to be an open-minded thinker.
Especially with us coming back to school, right?
That's right.
It's our new class, new teacher, new classmates,
new friends,
maybe.
Right?
So being open-minded. So we'll look at it on 3 different levels. So personal is talking about yourself. So I understand that other people experience the world differently than I do, and that's okay.
Right? So it's kind of that acceptance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even just different likes, different interests, different, you have a different school but even like at home, everything's different, and that's okay. People are going to have different experiences.
And so then we look more local, so more within like your neighborhood, your city, so a different like larger community, right?
Yeah.
And so we say that we're part of an international community of learners and that we appreciate the diversity of our culture and understandings. Just basically saying again that we appreciate the differences that's in our world, right?
Yeah.
So my neighbor next to me might be from a different country, might be from a different state. They might like different things. They might have a different personality than me, and that's okay.
And that's exciting, right?
Yeah.
It's fun to not hang out with people who are exactly the same as you all the time.
And we learn new things from them, man. There are times where when I go to church, man, I have people sitting next to me that are from different nations. I learn about their culture, and it's really cool to learn about new cultures. So,
and then our last one is global. So that's more of the whole world, trying to think of it that way. And so I value life experiences to explore new ways of understanding and solve problems that push me to reconsider my perspectives and others. So again, that perspective, think about it how someone else would think about it. Think about, just all that and life experiences, right? It's a lot more fun to learn by doing something. And so taking that.
Yeah.
And then we always have the bottom, I am a lifelong learner, right? Same
right.
with teachers. We're always learning and growing.
Well, I was like, even same with your parents. I guarantee they continue to learn things throughout, every year
Mr.
that
and
they
Mrs.
go.
Hansen, they're learning,
That's right.
all of us. So.
Yep. So we're lifelong learners.
Another thing we'll focus on are called our key concepts. So your teacher might have these up somewhere too. These ones you see a little less until you get into 4th and 5th grade.
Right.
But kind of what are they?
So these are more like guiding questions. So we may come across some hard topics or some hard concepts when we're talking, when you're learning maybe something in science, something in social studies. Maybe you come across something in reading and you're reading and you're like, I don't really understand what it's asking me or saying, right? Yeah, math might be some hard like procedures and things. Well, these questions are going to help guide you, right? So like science, for instance, if you do some experiments, we might be asking, okay, well, how does this actually work?
And we're going to do an experiment to figure it out.
Exactly.
Or like social studies, how is it changing? Or even science too. I know especially in 4th grade, we look at how the earth changes. Yeah. Figuring out how things change over time.
So I know we do a lot, like even with reflection, sometimes we reflect in on ourselves, but then reflect on what we're reading. Like, how do we know what's going on in our books?
Other ones I really like over here. So like, what are the points of view? So that perspective, going back to being open-minded, trying to look at that, or how it's connected to other things. Because that's really the goal of IB, is trying to connect all of our learning and see what we can learn from it.
Yep. So these are going to be words that'll pop up throughout the course of the year.
And we'll focus on one at a time.
Yes.
But
so it's not overwhelming. And then our last one, these are what we call just transdisciplinary themes.
Big words.
But what it means is it's an overarching idea, right? So it's like an umbrella idea. And so there are 6 of them within the IB curriculum or the IB concepts, right? Yep. And so we have who we are, we have where we are in time and place, okay? Sharing the planet, we have how we express ourselves, how we organize ourselves, and then how the world works.
And so basically they're just kind of to fit our learning into those ideas, right? They don't only have to fit there, but these are the things we're trying to study and teachers are trying to teach you. We're trying to teach you about who you are, how we organize, all those things, they're just ways to...
And so kind of give you an idea, okay? So 4th grade, right? So their first science unit is all about adaptations, right? How things adapt or how things are able to survive. Social studies, we talk about regions, okay? In writing, they talk about how writing is structured, right? So the systems of writing. And then in reading, we talk about the different systems in our body, like the circulatory system, right? And the brain and nervous system, right? So we're learning through all of these, but we're understanding that because of those systems, we understand more about ourselves, right? So all of that goes into who we are, right? So who we are, we're better able to understand who we are as people, who we are as a state, who we are as a community, right? Yep. So all of those things fit underneath that.
Right, and so we'll do different ones with your teacher and go through there. And so teachers, we would also love maybe when you are finishing up an IB unit or doing a project that really matches, we'd love to showcase them and highlight them because us talking about them, I don't think is always the best way to understand them. Right. We will talk about them some, but we love also showing them off.
But we like the visual. And I know for others around the building may not know exactly what 3rd grade is doing or what 5th grade is doing, right?
Or kindergarten.
Right? So they would love even just to see different ways that we're showing this around the school, right? All right.
And before our horror chant, you can tell we both have our News Crew shirts on today.
Right?
So News Crew signups have closed, but if you signed up, remember you're meeting today in Miss Graham's room after school because we are going to do News Crew auditions. So next week you'll be seeing some new faces as we kind of try some people out and see how they work. And then probably the week after that, we'll probably have our real crew.
We'll introduce you to the official.
You won't have to see us too much anymore.
That's right. All right, so our word chant. All right, so remember, be enthusiastic with it, right?
But don't
our
yell.
word, but we don't need to scream it at the top of our lungs.
And we'd love to have some videos coming in.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. All right. R, respect. O, on task. A, attitudes in check. R, responsibility. Go Team Wildcats. Roar!
Make it a great day, Wildcats.
That's right. It is the last day of August. Make it a good one.
Bye.